We got Nasruddin Imavov versus Caio Borralho. How do you see this one? This is a middleweight. Thank God you don't have to fight either one of these guys since they're 185 pounds and they can't get down to your 170, which is beautifully done. Seriously, though.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this on camera, and I've said this numerous times. Caio Borralho is the best middleweight in the world. Now,
Damn.
I
Bold
said that.
statement.
I've said that when I've trained with him. I trained with him in 2000. Caio almost moved in with me in 2019. Caio reached out to me as a fan. I'm not like saying any like he just was a fan of who I was online, and we were friends online. This was before he was in the UFC. I went to São Paulo with Jacare when he fought Jan Blachowicz. And I was with him and I went to train with Caio Borralho. And Kyle said, Phil, thank you so much. The head coach of Fighting Nerds. We have never, if right hand of God, if I'm lying, I'm dying. We have never had a UFC fighter in our gym. I said, what? I said, you train up the street with Damian Maia. What are you talking? He goes, yeah, no one has come to our gym.
Really?
Now, I'm not gonna get in. Nah, fuck it. Let's get into it. Damian Maia trained Caio. I want to say the last time Caio trained with Damian was like Ryan LaFleur. But Caio got to a point where they didn't really invite him around to train. I don't know why. Caio's very good. Put two and two together. But he's very humble as well. So I was training in Damian Maia's gym when I went to visit. Me and Caio went there. Me and Caio sparred in the big cage. I was there with my coach Julian. I was with Caio the whole time in São Paulo. We went back to the Fighters Nerd gym. They gave me clothes. They gave me everything. It was so awesome. And I saw how good he was. I saw him train with my coach. I was just astounded. I wanted him to move in with me at the time. I just didn't have the finances I had now to maintain it. Fast forward, he gets on the Contender. He doesn't get caught up or caught in. He won. Then they brought him back. Then he got in. Then the rest is history. But I knew Kyle would be what he was back then. And back then, he was the only one on that team. I didn't see Gene there. I didn't see none of those guys. I'm not saying they weren't. Rufy, none of them cats were there. Carlos, none of them dudes were there when I was there with Caio. Not one. And now they've amassed to this amazing gym. I think Caio is just so complete everywhere. I personally think that he's the best middleweight in the planet.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have almost the same impression of him as you. I look at this fight and I really look at their gyms as one of the things of why I think Caio is going to end up getting the win against Nasruddin. And it's based upon, the Fight Nerds. One of the things that they do, they study and they break down everything when it comes to the opponents. They have an incredible system of, okay, where's the weaknesses? Where do we attack it? How do we do it? And there's a reason why they're all winning. They're all good athletes. They're all good fighters, but it's also what is happening in that gym is giving them that little advantage that they need against opponents.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a huge part here. I think in the stand-up, I think they're very close as far as, what they do. I think maybe Imavov is a little bit longer, so that's going to be a little bit of a difficulty for Caio. But I think on the ground, I think the wrestling of Imavov is better than Caio's, but I do think that Borralho's ground game is much better overall as far as what he can implement on the ground than what Imavov does. So I just look at it. I just look at it as I've got 2 against 1. I do have the wrestling of Nasruddin and the fact that he is very tough to take down, but he does slow down, and Borralho does not. He keeps coming and he keeps putting pressure. And when you have someone that's consistently putting pressure on you, if you are not in that just supreme condition, it is hard to maintain what I call an RPM that you can match. And eventually you start to fall off the cliff. And as soon as you start to fall off that cliff, he's going to be all over you. That's what happened. Take a look at his fight when he fought Jared Cannonier. It was a great fight. They were very close, and he just kept that pressure to where eventually he just broke Cannonier down. And I think that's what's going to happen in the fight. But it's a great matchup. I cannot wait to see this.
Amazing matchup. Now, on the backside, here's where I think Imavov can win. If Imavov cannot be taken down,
Oh, yeah.
right? And he's hard to take down. If he cannot be taken down and decides to say, I am going to take risks, I'm going to come forward, he can win.
Yep.
If he plays the tit for tat game with Kyle, it's going to be a long night. But if he says, I'm not being taken down and I'm going to take risk, that's hard to do, he can win, right? Because he's very hard to take down. He is longer. I would give this striking edge, boxing, to Nasruddin for sure. That's where I see his path to victory. But Kyle's ground game is scary good. Scary good.
But what do you think of what difference do you think there's going to be in the fact that Nasruddin is at home in Paris and we got Borralho having to go all the way there? Do you think it's an advantage, a disadvantage? Pressure of
To be
being
honest,
in your home or the other way around?
I think that only matters to Americans. All these cats that come from nothing, that live out there in the middle of nowhere, it don't matter where Kyle fights. He could fight on Mars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that only matters to the American fighters. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
I've seen it. You've seen it. Test of time. Like, a Brazilian going to Paris, what's the difference of him coming to America? You know what I'm saying? Like, home ain't America for Kyle. Most of his fights are going to be here anyway. So, like, I don't think that matters to those type of guys. If you see his gym and you see where it is, if you see his car, Kyle can literally pick up his car and park it. He still has it. When I said, Kyle, if we crash, we're gonna die. Like, I was afraid that a bike would hit us, and Kyle had I don't even know what kind of car it is. It is like, it looks like the Izetta that Urkel had in Family Matters. Like, it's the smallest fucking car I've ever seen in my life.
Awesome.
And he still has. I'm sure he got money now, but now RDR, call me crazy. RDR,
He's trouble.
Caio Borralho, and Fluffy beats Hamza. I don't care what anybody says. RDR, Fluffy, and Caio beats Hamza. Every one of them.
Sounds familiar.
Look, I don't care what no one says. You are not. If your game plan is to take Caio down and good luck. Take him down. Cool. He'll pull guard. There's no chance. He's super large, huge legs. He's going to elevate you from everywhere, meaning he can get into leg entanglements. He can, and that's going to elevate you. He can get back to his feet anyway. Like, Fluffy is durable. He can wrestle. RDR's ground game is disgusting. The only person that I think, and I have to see it, can grapple with RDR is Caio on the ground. RDR is creme de la creme on the ground. Like, different level elite. Like, people don't get it.
Yep.
And he has proven himself outside of fighting with matches that he's done. Look at his match with Andre Galvao. That alone should show you who he is. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's a massive human being. So I'm actually very excited. Massive.
Huge.
I'm very excited about middleweight when it comes to RDR, Caio, Fluffy, Nas. All those guys are about to show Hamza what's up. And I'm not hating on Hamza. I just want to see a good fight.
No, absolutely.
He has a murderer's row.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Robert Whitaker, Izzy, Alex Pierre. I'm sorry. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening versus Hamza. I'm sorry. We need RDR, Fluffy, Caio, and Nasruddin. And those are all the next guys time to fight. So I'm pumped.
I agree with you.
Element, the best hydration drink in the business. I had citrus earlier today. It's actually fantastic. And now they're making the lemonade salt in the can. Cannot wait. So if you guys use that link down below in the descriptions, they'll send you a bonus package with every single purchase. That's compliments of the Wayne In podcast. So hope you guys enjoy that.